But we certainly see how, working across the political spectrum, how freedom for the individual brings us together. And a lot of people think that if you endorse freedom for the individual, that they might do things that you don't approve of. And quite frankly, they might. But is that our business if they're not hurting anybody? You know, it's up to the individual. In a free society, responsibility for each and every one of us is on us the individual, to make a decision for our personal lives and our economic lives and our family lives, and not give that responsibility to the government, because they'll mess that up too. Religious liberty, because there are a lot of different religions in this country, and we even, tolerate people who don't want to have a religion, and we should be, we can be personally, critical or want to teach our children a certain way, but we don't tell other people what they have to believe in. We recognize this. Pretty good, and that is we allow people to read books, even controversial books. That's getting a little bit more difficult, but we generally have respected intellectual freedom and religious freedom. We allow people to make their own decisions about their eternity and what they put into their brain. Why is it that we have not adapted and accepted that same principle on what people do with their personal habits and what they put into their bodies? They should assume the responsibility. If you want your freedom and you want to use your freedom, you should suffer the consequences. But think of history on how many people over the many centuries have suffered from bad intellectual ideas, authoritarianism and communism, and all these things. Millions and millions of people died from this. Think of the abuse under religion. People take religions and distort religions, and they do evil things in the name of religion. But we don't throw that out. But so often we throw out this responsibility of the individual. We've gotten to the point now where our federal government tells us that you're not allowed to drink raw milk if you want to. And of course, as a physician and as a father and grandfather, I think there's way too much abuse of drugs in this country. I think that the biggest problem with the drug abuse in this country are prescription drugs. And when it comes to what they call the illegal drugs, that's a big problem too. But for me, it's the war on the illegal drugs that's a big problem. It's an excuse to spend trillions of dollars since the early 1970s, since the war on drugs really got busy. It's into the trillions of dollars we spend. And once again, can we show success? Are there no drug addicts out there anymore? Is it just a wonderful thing that's happened? No. That responsibility, if we live in a moral and in a virtuous society, you don't need the government to tell us it's dangerous to do certain things. And that is the problem that we have.